Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is page 4. So basically there's so basically Yuki, you know, went through the portal. She was panicking in the last episode. She was panicking, very, very panicking. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna deform." And they went through. And they're catching a breath because they ran really fast. They're catching a breath, and there's still the boar portal behind them, and they're still catching that breath, just still catching the breath. And then Yuki was like, "Are you okay? Are you fine? Is there anything that happened to you?" And then, while Yuki was kind of crying a little bit, and then she opened her eyes, and her eyeball is distorted. Her eye is distorted. One of her eyes pupils are distorted. So they're like, it kind of has like this melting sensation. I don't know how to explain to you, but you'll see it in right now. I'm drawing it. And yeah, she deformed. Her eye deformed. And I don't think she knows it yet, but I'm pretty sure that she can feel it. Like her vision is very blurry a little bit and very weird. And yeah, that is what happened to her. So then after that, she's just crying. She looks at the camera. She's like, okay, her eyes deformed. So yeah, and then I go through with, while she's running through the portal, she's crying. So I wanted to do that. So I started to draw it with this felt pen again and just go through it. So for today's backrooms level, it is level 2. Now, my apologies. Last time I didn't really say the backrooms level name for level 1. Level 1's name is Habitat Habitable Habitable Zone. Habitable Zone. And the level 2 today, which I'm going to talk about, is Abandoned Utility Halls. That is creepy. Okay. And so today level, we're talking about level 2, abandoned utility halls. Survival difficulty is class 3. So this is definitely not the easiest level that you should be on. It's definitely not the best level that you should be on. It's definitely one of the scarier ones. So it's unsafe, unsecure, low entity count. Level 2, once regarded as being one of the main levels of the backrooms. It is an infinite airway, airway, airway of complex yet Euclidean mid-tense tunnels that range in size and once had a variety of uses. So, yeah, it's basically you being underground and the walls are dirty. There's a lot of unknown tubes and just lines and electricity, and it's just a lot of things. So, level 2 is physically layout. While is complicated, has a certain commonalities in its design, which allows it to be mapped at underground. Understood. The tunnels themselves, despite following no strict flow on how they are structured, all contort at strictly 45-degree angle. And the rough length of hallways has always measured to approximate multiples of 5 when measuring in the metric system. Who measured this? Who? Just who? So there's like a lot of bright light. There's like chalk, chalky walls, very chalky walls often obstructed by imposing, rarely operational mansioning that usually covers one or both walls from floor to ceiling. So there's like this thin corridor of level 2 made even thinner by heavy instru- piping. There's piping. There's a lot of pipes. And yeah, there's a lot of pipes. So like a lot of pipes. And there's like these lights and stuff. Differently colored fluorescent lights. So there's white fluorescent light and the yellow fluorescent light, which are both very bright. And things can get pretty dark. Like like there can be darker places in this level 2, and it's definitely scary. So let me see the entities real quick. I bet they're like, okay, so there's like, all right, there's things in this level. There's toolboxes, wood piles, dismelted machine pieces, rusted pipes, step ladders, large extension cords, power tools, fold out chairs. So, yeah, that's pretty much over here. So, let me just look at the entities real quick. Okay. Huh. There's this like machine looking type thing. Machina. I don't know. It's Macchina. It's some kind of clothing gear and okay, level 2. It's for level 2, I think. It talks about something about centuries ago. So, yeah, there's like this whole gear, there's this whole history. Let me just look into it. So, you guys, level 2 can actually lead you into a lot of different levels. For instance, level 126 and level 810, 811. So, the state of level 2 after its complete short circuiting is scary. It is very dark. It is definitely a level that you would not want to be in. So the entities are, due to the extremely explored and mapped nature of level 2, a variety of common and exclusive entities reside on this level. Additionally, due to level 2 once being a social hub level, many entities that are well known in the current day were originally discovered within level 2. The complete list of entities, as always, as well as the discovery documents for the creatures that were discovered on level 2, are listed below. Ooh, let me see. Okay. Okay, so this is the entity names. Windows and Smilers, Death Moths, Clumps, Jerry, Hounds, Facelings, and Skin Stealers, Retchers, Nigurther, I don't know how to say that. It's Nguithr and then Xurhs. And Death Rats. Cannibal, Cuisines. Some of these names. Warnlings. Warnlings. Photoshop. And then Growlers. And then Swined Labyrinth. And yeah, that there's a lot of entities. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 entities that are possible to be in this level. It is definitely very scary. So let's just take a look at, maybe I'll just like put a picture in like one of these scenes to show you like what these look like. But before I do that, let's get back to the video. Anyway, so here I am just erasing, the color. I did airbrush it because this is the detailed artwork, so I can airbrush. And when I was erasing this part, I was like, what am I gonna do with the teardrops? Because you can see that they're not all the way lined through, so I think I had to go fix that, but I did, don't worry. And I started coloring like the hair accessories and stuff. I really enjoyed coloring like this because it really brings the color and the pop and the manga into life. Okay. Yeah, it definitely did. So yeah, then I started lining as you can see here, and I go with the color. So I always thought like the color was too dark, but it's definitely darker in like for her, like it's definitely darker in the RGB because, I'm trying to get their like color right, like their skin color right. And I don't know, like all these things kind of make me like hesitate because I want to make the background not look like the same color as the character, so I had to make the character pop more. So here again, I'm hand filling her hair, always hair, and then going in with the airbrush and then the lighting. Yeah, I love this part. I just literally love this part. I know like their features aren't that detailed in this scene specifically because to be honest, we're kind of far away from them. The camera angle is far away from them, so and they're kind of bending down just like whew, whew, catching the breath. You know what I mean? So, yeah, even she's catching her breath. And yes, I love to color her hair because her hair is just so pretty. Okay? I can't. Her hair is just really pretty. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about the entities shortly. Entity 2, the windows. The description is the windows are creatures in the shape of a window. The window has a figure inside, always pointing at the target. If the target is unaware of the creature, it will attack immediately. Windows will generally appear on level 1 through level 2, although mainly on level 1. Some windows are safe when there is no shadowy figure behind them. We can lead to Some can lead to level 1.5. So this can be either your like, lifesaver, it can level 5, but if you see a figure in it, don't get close to it. Just don't. All right? So the behaviors are the windows start by pointing in the direction of a wanderer and whispers telling the wanderers to enter the window. Once close enough, the entity will grab you and pull you in, even if the said window is closed. It is rumored that it's just an empty void on the other side, even if it shows land on the other side. So you gotta be careful, guys. Like, if you see a window, don't get close to it. If you see a character, if you see like a dark-ish type shadow, don't. Okay, just don't. If they're pointing at you, don't. Just step away. Step away. So, the windows can come in many shapes and sizes, basically. And same goes for the shadowy figures. They always look human, by the way. The shadowy figures, they always look human-like and will whisper to wanderers to lure them into this trap. So, the discovery is that there's currently is no actual first report about the windows at the moment, but the group knows as the Lost has referenced them as the men behind the glass. Okay, so these are the do's and don'ts. Do. What you need to do is avoid all windows at all costs. And do not trust any windows in any level if a figure is behind it. In any level, if a figure is behind it. If the windows wants you to follow them, do not agree to do so. Don't agree. Okay? So, windows, big red flag. And this is what it looks like. Alright guys, so back to the video. I can't finish the intro for the entities, but I will definitely finish it in the next video. So do keep in touch for the next episode. I will talk about the entities and how they work according to Wikipedia. So, anyway, let's get back to the drawing. I am now drawing their clothes, the backgrounds, and their hair. Um, and yeah, here I go again, airbrushing. It's one of my favorite things about her. And just erasing. It's really satisfying to see it erase it like this. It's very satisfying. Um, and I apologize because there's not going to be an RGB color because basically I think I didn't save the file enough or like I screen recorded but they're like I screen record for a long time but then it says like oh something went wrong and then the file just did not go in and I'm already like finished with the whole RGB drawing. So that really frustrated me. So this time there's no RGB filling coloring. So that is why we do not have enough time today to talk about enough entities, but I will next time. So today we only talk about one entity, which is the windows. That is definitely one of the most concerning ones. I'm not gonna lie, because if I want, if I like saw a window, I would want to open it and see if there's fresh air coming in. But like, if there's like something in it, then I would definitely don't want to, like, not want to. And like, it said that even if it looked like that there was something there, like a landscape or something, like still be careful. And I'm like, okay, then I guess I can't. Anyways, you gotta just stay away from it. But anyway, now I'm coloring the skin, shading it. This is the colorful one. It definitely took a long time because this one did took like a lot of details. So yeah, I like to fill in the eyes and then the eye drops. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments about like backrooms and stuff and like what level is your favorite or like things like that. And I would love to see you all again. But before I do say like goodbye and stuff, this is what the RGB color looks like. Watching, I will see you so very soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.